welcome to your live yoga class. We've got 45 minutes coming your way. Any injuries or early pregnancies, have your doctor's clearance, and again, do what you can do. And if something feels a little bit too much or doesn't feel right today, then just be kind to yourself. Okay, so you just need a mat. Grab some water. It's a little bit warmer out today. It's nice out today. And we're going to go through some nice little stretches, and then we'll pop up into our flow, and then after our flow, then we'll settle down and do that fun stuff, okay? And just settle down into our mat. And then again, at the last minute of class, I'll bring you into your relaxation, a little bit of your meditation, and bring you down. If you like, you can turn me off and then just stay that way. And then I'll be quiet for a minute or so, and then I'll take you out of that too. So just start by crossing your legs. Cross your ankles if you can, and then we sit up nice and tall and give yourself that nice little shoulder roll. And softly back the other way. And then just go into some nice little side stretches. So just send our arm up nice and high in the air, and then we softly reach those fingertips up nice and high. And then we take our hand out to the side. Trying our best to keep this side of your bum onto the floor. Again, a little bit too strong, just stay up. If I want a little bit stronger, just come down that little bit lower. I guess softly looking up at the ceiling. And then softly take it back, other arm up nice and high in the air. Relax your shoulders. Reach the fingertips up nice and high, and then softly we take it over to the side. Want that a little bit more, reach a little bit longer. I guess softly look at the ceiling, look at the dip of your elbow. Good job, and then softly place your opposite hand on your knee and look over your shoulder. And what we do to one side, we always do to the other side, and then reach over, down, and across. Look on over. Beautiful, guys, and then so they come in onto all fours. And then we come to some nice little cat and cows. So wrists in line with shoulders, knees in line with your hips, and softly give yourself a nice little dip. Eye gaze looking down at your tummy or down to your thighs. And then we softly push down into the mat. Dip your lower back. Eye gaze comes up to the corner of the room. And we just flow through those. Again, remembering to breathe. Beautiful, guys. And then we're going to thread the needle. We'll go through 3 times on each side, and our last one will stay down there that little bit longer. So we reach our right fingertips up nice and high. I guess reaching up towards those right fingertips. We take that inhale in and we exhale, and we come all the way down till our right cheek touches the mat. And so if we lift up nice and high and exhale through. And one more for me, up nice and high. And this last one will stay down a little bit longer. And looking for a little bit more, lift up your left hand, place your left hand across your back, and maybe your left fingertips come to that imaginary little pocket. So if we place the left hand down, reach the right arm up nice and high, place it down. Left hand comes up nice and high, reach away, exhale out, and take it down. We got 3 rounds of reach up nice and high, and slowly take it down. Last one up, send it down, stay down that little bit longer. If you can, lift up your right hand, take your right hand across your lower back, maybe your right fingertips come to that imaginary little pocket at your left hip. And then softly place your right hand down. Your left arm up nice and high, and softly bring it back down, and then come through some easy, just cat-cows again. Good job, everyone. And then let's bring our big toes together, open those knees nice and wide, and then sit down into our heels. Reach your fingertips all the way long. Gentle rock side to side. Now team, this is our nice little child's pose. If reaching your arms out is too much and you just want to bring your arms down by your side, that's also an option. And let's bring our fingertips all the way over to the right side of the mat. Sit into your left bum, and I want you to feel that nice long stretch coming from your left pinky down through your left bicep, tricep, through your left shoulder, down through the left side of your body, down through the left side of your waistline, and then sitting into your left glute. Feel a little stiff here, just want to give yourself a little rock and roll, give yourself a nice little rock and roll. And then let's walk our fingertips over to the left side of the mat, sit into your right bum, and then feel that nice diagonal stretch coming from your right pinky finger through your right forearm, right bicep, tricep, your right shoulder. Don't let your right shoulder creep away, and then down through the right side of your waistline, your oblique, and then into your right glute. And softly come back into the middle, and we come up nice and high again. Walk your hands to your knees, and then just slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And then once we're there, give those shoulders a nice little roll around, and back the other way. And then we'll send our hands up nice and high in the air. Have our left hand grab onto your right wrist, and then softly tip yourselves over to the left side. And then again, feeling that nice long diagonal stretch coming down the right side of your body. And then again, team, too much on your knees and you want to lower yourself down and don't like that high kneeling position, come back down. Again, but just be aware if it's too much on your thighs, then just come up in that high kneeling position. And want a little bit more, softly let your left hand Drop down on the left side of your left thigh. And then up nice and high, right hand grabs onto your left wrist, tip yourselves over to the right side this time. And then softly let your right hand come down along your right side and reach on over that a little bit further. Beautiful, and then softly take it back, roll those shoulders. Nice little reverse shoulder roll. And back the other way. And let's interlock the hands, place them behind the head and bring your elbows to the back of the room, opening your chest nice and proud, heart center. And then softly bring your elbows to the front of the room and softly give yourself a nice little tip down. Eye gaze softly looking down at your mats. And then just like gravity, pull you down. Do not put any force on your neck. Relax your shoulders. And then softly take it back. Stay up here if you want a little bit more. Give yourself a little bend from our lower back. And eye gaze softly looks at the ceiling. I want that little bit more. Curl your toes under. Hands grab onto your heels and then tip yourselves back. Beautiful. Softly release. And then softly from here, we're going to step our right foot forward. And then softly from here, we're going to hold on to our balance, zip up your core, reach your arms up nice and long, and then softly from here, getting that nice little rotation from our waistline, and we're going to rotate ourselves so our left fingertips come to the front of the room, and our right fingertips come to the back. Working on that balance, and finding that little bit of rotation. It's just a bit too strong, you need something to hold on to. Grab a chair, or if you have a pole, maybe a broomstick, and then softly come back, and then we're going to challenge that balance a little bit more. Keep the arms out, I know they get a little bit tired there, and then softly go for that little twist again, but this time we're going to lift up our right heel. And softly lower your right heel, send your left fingertips down, and reach your right arm up nice and high, and go for that twist there. Want a little bit more, curl your left toes under, and lift your left knee up. Feeling all that goodness coming into our right glute. And then softly lower down, lower your left knee. And then we're going to stretch out the back of our thigh, which is our hamstring. And then we're going to tip ourselves back. And then we're going to, if you can, pivot that right foot a little bit forward. And send those right toes up to the ceiling. If you don't feel right hunched over, you can come up nice and tall. But again, that's working on a little bit of your balance. And keeping the right leg nice and long. And then from here, walk your right foot back, up nice and tall. Again, everything we do on one side, we do on the other side. So left foot forward, arms up nice and wide like the letter T. And make them work again, nice rotation, working the waistline. Send your left hand out. Eye gaze looks at the front of the room, looking at our Right fingertips. And then softly come back to the letter T. Again, relax your shoulders. Too much and you need to lower your hands down. Lower your hands down to your waist and just go for that twist there. And then we go for the twists again. Beautiful, guys. Want to play with our balance a little bit more. There we go. Maybe a little bit wobbly. Lift that left heel up. Then we're softly going to lower your left heel. Send your right hand down nice and close to your left foot. Send your left fingertips up nice and high to the ceiling. Still enjoying that nice little twist. Want a little bit more, softly curl your right toes under and come into that nice long lunge stretch here. Softly lower your left hand, lower your right knee, tip yourselves back. Shimmy that left foot a little bit forward. Either stay down with your fingertips down on the floor. Again, if you have blocks and want to use blocks or books, or come up into the higher position. Again, play with your balance, find your balance there. Working on the back of our thigh, which is our hamstring. Good job there, guys. Softly bring it back. Hands down. Let's give that spine a nice little stretch out again. Good job, gang. And then from here, we're just going to walk our hands a little bit further. And we're going to softly lower ourselves down into a plank that's on our knees. So this is later on coming into our chaturanga. So as we lower down, let your elbows skim the sides of your body. We're going to lower yourself all the way down. And then once we're down, we're going to come into our nice lotus position. So we're going to, which just means we send our fingertips back to the back of the room, palms face the back of the room, eye gaze softly comes off our mat. Want a little bit more, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Want a little bit more, lift up your feet. And then lower the feet, interlock the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit further, maybe come up a little bit higher. Release the hands, hands come nice and close to our shoulders. We softly come up that little bit. I want a little bit more, come on up. I want a bit more, come up even further. And then softly curl the toes under, bring yourselves back. And then we come up onto all fours. And then we're going to be working our core here by softly curling. We're either going to stay as is, or knees stay down on the ground and just engaging our core. But what I don't want you to do is arch your back. So we're just tightening the core all the way from our pelvic bone to our rib cage, nice and tight. Want a little bit extra, softly curl the toes under and float your knees up. Again, my magic number is 3, so we've got 3 rounds of this coming your way. And then softly lower the knees, flatten the feet, walk your hands back, give those wrists a nice little roll around. And rotate in the opposite direction. And then round 2, come back down. Again, too much to come off those knees, don't come off. Don't feel like doing this today, that's okay. Just give yourself a nice little child's pose and then rejoin us. And then if you'd like to, curl your toes under and lift those knees up again. Engaging the core, try not to arch your back. nice strong shoulders, softly lower it down. Flatten the feet, bring yourselves back up. Got one more for me? Yeah, you can do it, I know you can. Again, remember to breathe. Again, need a sip of water, get that sip of water. But away we go, nice flat back. Staying here as such, or that little extra oomph, curl the toes under, float those knees up, and away we go. Last round for you, I promise you. Try your best not to hold your breath. Open up your lips. Breathe. Push into the earth. Push into your mats. Open those fingertips nice and wide. We're almost there in 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. So if we bring it back, open the knees nice and wide. Big toes together. Reach out nice and long. Again, that reach out's a bit too strong for your shoulder. Just bring your hands down by your sides. Okay guys, bring yourselves up, curl your toes under, we come into our first downward dogs. Pop those knees up, we walk the heels, pedal those heels, lowering your head down. And then softly from here, we walk our feet up to meet our hands up at the top of our mat. Then once we're there at our top of our mat, our hands come to our shins. Sit our bottom up nice and long to the back of the mat. We softly lower down. Reach up nice and high. Hands come above us in for our first sun salutation. We softly lower ourselves down. Once we lower ourselves down, softly bend the knees, and we take a big step back with our right foot. We're going to take this into our crescent lunge. And then softly we lift up the fingertips up nice and high. Softly lower down, step our left foot back, lower down the knees. And then we softly come into that lowering down of our plank, our chaturanga. Softly, we lower ourselves down. We come into our upward dog, curl the toes, and downward dog. Every time we do it on one side, we do it on the other side. So walk our feet up at the top of our mat. Hands come to our shins. Softly lower ourselves down. Up nice and high, come through our sun salutation. Softly lower ourselves down. This time our left foot takes a big step back into our crescent lunge. Reach through the fingertips, up nice and high. Beautiful, guys. Softly lower down. This time right foot steps back, lower down onto the knees. Elbows come nice and close. Softly lower yourselves down. Upward dog, curl the toes under. Downward dog. Beautiful, guys. Pedal the heels. Okay, team, adding on. So this time, it's rather than our usual warrior twos, we're going to come into our crescent lunge and add some fun stuff into our crescent lunge. So let us walk up to the top of our mat. So maybe you're a bit warmed up and maybe you want to take a big step up. Maybe you want to give yourself a soft hop. Hands come to our shins, nice long back. Softly lower yourselves down. Up nice and high. Gaze follows those fingertips. We softly lower ourselves down. Once we lower ourselves down, our right foot takes a big step back into our crescent lunge. And then softly from there, rather than going all the way up, our hands come into a nice little prayer. Softly lower the hands down. Left foot takes a big step back, and then we lower our knees or stay on our toes, and then we softly lower ourselves down. Upward dog, curl the toes under, downward dog. Let's come up to the top of our mat. Big step, baby steps, big step, our soft hop. Hands come to our shins. Send the back side nice and long, softly lower ourselves down. Up nice and high, come through our sun salutation, softly lower ourselves down. This time our left foot takes a big step back into our nice crescent lunge. Hands come into our prayer, we hold it there. Softly lower down. Right foot steps back, we lower ourselves down. Upward dog, curl the toes under, downward dog. Okay guys, you know where we're going. This time, we'll crescent lunge, then our hands come into our prayer, then we're gonna go for a twist. Again, need a break, just come into child's pose. But we do one side, the other side, and then we go for this break. Okay, so let's make it up to the top of our mat. Baby steps, big step, or soft hop, up we go. Hands come to our shins first, and we softly send our backside nice and long. Straighten the vertebrae, softly lower down, lift up nice and high. Our gaze follows our fingertips. We softly lower ourselves all the way down. Once we lower ourselves all the way down, we send our right foot back. We're down nice and long, and then we come into our hands in prayer. Then, guys, we're going to go for a soft little twist. Right elbow has the option to hover over the right knee, or come on the outside of the left knee, or on the outside of the left knee. Hands come back down. We take a big step back with our left foot. Find that balance. Softly lower ourselves down. Upward dog, curl the toes under, downward dog. Let's come up to the top of our mat. Hands come to our shins, nice long back, softly lower ourselves down, up nice and high. Come into our sun salutation. We softly lower ourselves down. This time the left foot takes a big long step back. Find that balance. Again, no need to rush, slow it down. Hands come into the prayer, and then we softly go for that twist. Left elbow hovers over our right knee. Bring it back to the center. Big step back with the right foot. Lower down the knees, lower down. Into our chaturanga, our plank. Upward dog, curl the toes under, downward dog. Okay guys, adding on, let's come up to the top of our mat. Hands come to our shins. Nice long back, we softly lower ourselves down. Up nice and high. Then we come through the center as we softly lower ourselves down. Once we lower ourselves down, right foot takes a generous step back. Remember, it's not a tightrope, so just a step back from its stance. Again, too much to do this, I want you to lower that back right knee. And then softly from here, find the balance. Hands come into the prayer, soft twist. If we want, send the fingertips out nice and wide. Hold it here, breathe. Softly, beautiful guys, come back into the center, softly lower down. Big step back with our left foot. We softly lower our knees down. Softly lower down, upward dog. Curl the toes under, downward dog. And away we go, up to the top of the mat. Hands come onto our shins, nice long back. Softly lower ourselves down, up nice and high. Come through the middle, softly lower ourselves down. Our left foot takes a big step back. Again, just a little bit too weary, lower down your left knee. Otherwise, stay off that left knee. Hands come down. Go for that pivot. Left elbow. Open up if we can. Bring it back in. Softly take the right foot back. Softly lower yourselves down. All the way down. Upward dog. Curl the toes under. And downward dog. Beautiful, guys. Need that child's pose, go for the child's pose. One more add in, we're going to take this into a single leg if we can. Again, a little bit more of a challenge.
don't want to do it, that's okay. Well, we'll walk you through it and then we'll see how we go. So let's everyone get up to the top of our mat. Baby steps, big step, or soft hop. Hands come to our shins, nice long back, softly lowering down, up nice and high. Our gaze follows those fingertips, softly lower ourselves down. Once we lower ourselves down, our right foot takes a big step back and we hold it into our nice long lunge. Hands come in front of us in prayer. Right elbow hovers over. Fingertips come out nice and wide. And then we're softly going to bring the hands down and we're going to go little baby head steps in with that right foot and then softly send the right leg up nice and high. One a little bit more, send the left hand out and send the right arm up nice and high. Hold, hold, hold. Softly lower yourself down, lower the right foot down, send the left foot back, lower down the knees, elbows nice and close. Upward dog, curl the toes under, downward dog. Guess what, guys? Last time on the other side, and then we take a breather break to finish it. Let's just balance ourselves out all the way up to the top of our mat. Hands come to our shins, softly lowering down, up nice and high. Softly lower ourselves down. This time, our left foot takes that nice long step back. We're going to stay low. We stay low again. Need to lower your left knee, lower your left knee. Other way, stay high with me. Soft little twist. Chest up nice and proud. Open the fingertips. Hold it there. Bring both fingertips on the outside of your right foot. And then we bunny hop that left foot back in. Just a soft little bunny hop. Maybe we lift it up. Maybe we lift it up a little bit higher. Maybe we lift the left arm up nice and high. Hold it there. Breathe, breathe. Softly lower down. Down the left foot down. Right foot to meet. Softly lower the knees. Softly lowering ourselves down. Upward dog. Curl the toes under. And downward dog. Beautiful, guys. Softly lower your knees down. Big toes together. Sit into the heels. Reach out nice and long. A little bit more movement, working into those glutes. We'll give them a nice little stretch out. Okay, guys, softly up we come, curl the toes under. We're going to come into a nice little pigeon pose, and then we'll go for a nice little twist. Send those heels up nice and high, and then our left knee comes all the way up to meet our left hand. Slide that right foot back nice and long. Either stay up here or come down to your forearms, or stack your hands like a nice little pillow, and your elbows nice and wide. Team, we're going to stay here for about a minute or so. So breathing into it, feeling all that goodness coming into that left glute with those long lunge positions. And then team softly come out of that and come back into our downward dog. Pedal those heels. Now our right knee comes all the way up to the top of the mat to meet our right hand. Slide your left foot back down to the end of the mat. Bring that right heel in a little bit closer. You either stay up in this high kneeling position or come down to your forearms. Or send your elbows up nice and wide, stack your hands, come to that nice little pillow. And we're here for that quick little minute, enjoying all that goodness coming into our right hip flexor. And then from here, softly come onto your right glute, send yourself the lengthwise of your mat, extend your legs out nice and long, reach up nice and high, take the inhale in and exhale as we take it over. Tight hamstrings still, bend those knees, and send yourself over nice and long. Good job, guys. And then softly lower yourselves all the way down. Again, getting all that goodness into our glutes, getting that nice little stretch along with our inner and outer thighs. So we're softly going to lift up our right foot, cross our right ankle over our left thigh, gently push away your right knee. And then you're going to tip yourselves over so your right foot comes down to the floor. If it can reach there, your left hand grabs onto your your right ankle, and then you're softly going to allow gravity to push away your right knee. So you're feeling the stretch coming down the inner and the outer thigh of your right leg. And then softly reach your right arm up nice and high, and then get that nice long stretch coming down the right side of your waistline. And then softly circle your right arm around, release your left hand, tip yourselves back up. Let's lift up your left foot. Let's lift up your heads, reach through the middle, clasp your hands underneath your right kneecap, pulling in that little bit closer. And then softly lower your heads back down. Feel like you're pulling at your neck, just release your hands down here, give yourself a gentle rock side by side, making sure we're massaging that lower back into your mats. And then softly release your right foot, extend your right leg nice and wide. Now your left knee is into your chest, your elbows are out nice and wide. And then we're softly going to take your left knee to tip on over to the right side. And then open your arms nice and wide. Oh, feel all that goodness. And then turn your head to look over towards your left hand. Feeling like we're undoing a nice little pretzel here. Good job, guys. And then softly bring it back to the center. Bend the knees. Now our left ankle crosses over our right thigh. Gently push away your left knee and then timber over so your left foot comes down flat onto the floor if it can reach there. Right hand grabs onto your left ankle and then softly allow your left knee to push away to get that stretch down that inside and the outside of your left thigh. Reach your left arm way over your head to enjoy that nice stretch coming down the left side of your waistline.
Circle the left arm around, release the right foot softly, bring yourselves back up, lift up your right foot, lift up your head, reach through the middle, clutch your hands underneath your right knee, pull it in a little bit closer, tuck your head in that nice little ball, gentle rock side to side, and then softly lower yourselves down, pulling in that little bit closer. And still hold on to that right knee. Crisscross your left leg. Send your left leg all the way to the lengthening of the mat. Send your elbows nice and wide. We take an inhale in, and with your exhale, now we take our right knee all the way down if it can reach the floor. Reach your arms out nice and long. Softly turn your head to look over towards your right arm, and then feel all that goodness coming down from the right shoulder, down through your right waistline, into your right glute. Beautiful, guys, and then slowly come back into the center, lower your hands down, send the right leg nice and long, allowing yourself just to melt into your mats, and feel all that energy, feeling all that goodness that we've just done for ourselves, working on that nice lengthening, nice stretching, and allowing yourself just to melt into your mats, really having that nice gratitude towards yourself. And then team, if you want, either turn me off now, so then restart me, or if you like, I'm just gonna take you out of it. So otherwise, stay here. Please give yourself a few minutes of just enjoying the nice peacefulness and all those nice stretches that we did, and just letting yourself unwind. And then I'm gonna softly taking you out of it. We're softly gonna roll your ankles, softly wiggling your toes. Gently brush your fingers against, brush your thumb against your fingertips. With our eyes closed, send our arms up nice and high above our head, allowing that lower back to softly lift up the mat. And we take a big inhale in, and with our exhale, softly bring our arms down by your sides, bending your knees, bring your heels nice and close to your bums. And then softly tip your knees to the front of the room in a fetal position. And then when you're ready, softly pushing yourselves up with that front hand. Bring yourselves up. Either cross your ankles or extend your legs out nice and long. And send your arms up nice and high. Hands come down into our heart center, softly lowering yourselves down. And then softly lifting up. Namaste, everyone. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Any feedback, just give it to me. And hopefully I'll be seeing you real soon. Take care. Thanks so much. Have a lovely day.